Introduction. Japan invented it, but France loves it more? Hello, everyone. The other day, I was eating Kanikama. I suddenly decided to look it up. Surprisingly, it is called SURIMI, and is eaten overseas. In fact, France and Spain consume even more than Japan. France consumes 50,000 tons. Their population is only about half of Japan's. This means people in France and Spain love Kanikama more than Japanese people do. While Japan produces 70,000 tons, global production reaches 500,000 tons, and Lithuania is home to the world's largest production facility. I thought Kamaboko was only a Japanese food. This fact was really surprising to me. Chapter 1. Kamaboko? Let me make a disclaimer first. There are criticisms about this food. We call it Kanikama, and you call it SURIMI. Some point out additives. Others focus on the waste of marine resources. In Japan, health concerns are common. People worry about excessive salt and phosphates. Also, the stock of Alaska pollock is decreasing. This is the main fish used as a raw material. Furthermore, there are some discussions about veganism even in Japan. I am not an expert on these matters. In addition, like many Japanese, I believe in receiving lives to sustain my own. The purpose of this video is not to debate these issues. Please understand this point. Chapter 2. More detailed information. I will explain more here. Please skip to the next chapter if you are not interested. You may call it SURIMI. However, it means something different in Japan. SURIMI is actually the raw material for processed seafood like Kanikama. Steamed SURIMI is Kamaboko. Grilled is chikua, and fried is satsuma age. In some areas, there is a dark SURIMI made from sardines. They have a culture of eating it. Originally, Kamaboko is a food that utilizes a chemical reaction called salting in. Salting in is a process where salt helps proteins form a mesh-like network. Originally, it was made by kneading fish meat and adding salt. This gave it a unique texture. In other words, it was a processing method to avoid wasting fish when a large amount was caught. Additives were introduced for mass production. They extend shelf life and improve the taste. Overseas, some criticize mixing non-fish ingredients. However, the original purpose was opposite. They washed the fish meat with water to remove excess fat and impurities. Then, they kneaded it. As for its history, records already exist from the Heian period in Japan. Some believe the history of this processing method is even older, even without written records. There is also a theory that its origin is Chinese, Yugao, but it is not clear. Chapter 3. Various types of Kamaboko. Modern Kamaboko, which is steamed SURIMI, is said to have spread in the late Edo period. Kamaboko is now very popular. It is added to udon, soba, and ramen. The most common type is Kamaboko on a wooden board. Odawara is famous for it. Famous ones include Sasa Kama of Sendai, Kuro Hanpen of Shizuoka, and Jako Ten of Ehime. There are also Kamaboko shaped like various characters. Pikachu, Hello Kitty, Minions, and so on. I will leave the judgment to you. Chapter 4. Mysterious objects. By the way, what do you think this is? Travelers to Japan might say, "Ah, I saw that in Kyoto." It is a Japanese sweet, right? You are right. Wagashi handmade by craftsmen are truly beautiful. But this is actually Kamaboko. It is called Saiku Kamaboko, artistic Kamaboko. In Japan, guests give a cash gift called goshugi at weddings. In return, the couple gives them a gift called hakitamono. In some regions, Saiku Kamaboko is used as this gift. People who receive the gift share it with their neighbors. They cut this sea bream Kamaboko and distribute it. Let's call it sharing happiness. I heard that overseas, brides and grooms publish a wish list. Then friends buy gifts accordingly. I think that is rational and wonderful. In Japan, lavish weddings are decreasing. Chapter 5. The roots of SURIMI. I will introduce Kamaboko, often eaten in Toyama. This area is famous for Saiku Kamaboko. It is called Maki Kamaboko. Locals think this is the standard kamaboko. In the Edo period, people started using kelp from Hokkaido instead of boards on Sea of Japan routes. Later, they began rolling sheet like kamaboko in festive colors instead of kelp. You may have noticed, this is said to be the root of the food you call surimi. Shredding red kamaboko into fibers to look like crab is what you call surimi. However, it was companies from other prefectures that developed imitation crab. Sugiyo, in Ishikawa, and Osaki Suisan, in Hiroshima are said to be the originators. It is said people in Toyama were frustrated, but the details are not clear. Closing. Wait, is Kanikama no longer ours? Lol. Surprisingly, many Japanese do not know that Kanikama is loved worldwide. They know it is in California rolls, but not that France eats it the most. Many of you may have traveled from Kanazawa to Shirakawa-go and Takayama. Next time, it might be nice to visit Toyama before heading to Shirakawa-go. You can even try making Saiku Kamaboko there with a reservation. After the ending, I've added some photos of Saiku Kamaboko. Please take a look if you'd like.